Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Hi, Viviani. Hi, Annie Bear. How are you? Yes, no, you were not ahead of yourself. Everybody here, happy Earth Day. And I was going to come on. We were going to do something with John Benny today, and he had something he had to reschedule. He had an emergency plumbing issue, I think. Uh, anyway, sorry about that. That's my sister calling. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. Yeah, yeah. John had to go south to one of his properties and take care of something. So he wasn't able to be on, but he did post some beautiful things that he was doing for Earth Day, some things he recorded. So if you have a chance, go on his YouTube and see that. So I thought, well, I have time. I am here. And if anybody wants, we could do personal readings. So it'd be kind of nice. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Does anybody have anything special planned today? Yeah, right, Annie Bear. I hope it resolves itself too. I think things like this happen, right? New roofs, new plumbing, lots of fun things like that. Hi, Lauren. Happy Earth Day, beautiful. How are you? Oh, I was just thinking about you this morning. I can't remember what it was about, but your name popped in, Lauren. So, going to look at EV options, Annie Bear. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of tax incentives right now for that, aren't there? I'm looking at that's one reason I put a new roof on is I want to get solar panels too. That's my next big investment in this house. Solar panels. So, and then I'm going to look at getting the EV. So, oh, Carol, lawn care, preparing my backyard for micro clover. Oh, Carol, I plant that. I reseed it every year. So I've got it just mixed in with my grass and my dandelions and all my other good stuff that's in there. So there's not a lot of grass left. There's plenty of grass left actually, but it's all different kinds of grass. So luckily my neighbors kind of started doing that too. When I first moved in, they sprayed, but they don't anymore. Oh, Annie, yeah, I feel the same way about EVs right now. So I keep looking at them, but I keep thinking there might be something else right around the corner that they're doing with them. Of course, you can do that for the rest of your life, right? I've kind of done that with what is it called? Oh, with solar panels too. I've kind of done that. I get my seeds online, Carol. I will let you know. I can't remember where. They are. I know Amazon sells from this company too, but I get them. I go directly to the company, and it's a little bit more because I have to pay for shipping with them. But they're really good, and it's. I get the micro clover, and I get a pretty good sized bag because, I mean, a bag that big. I don't have a huge yard. I live in the city, and it covers everything, and it reseeds pretty well itself. But I reseed it every 2 years too. Oh, okay, Carol. Your email is on. Okay, I will email it to you. Yay, Debbie Freebird's here. Hey, Debbie, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Yeah. So, happy Earth Day to you. I bet you're doing something fun today, aren't you? Oh, we're talking about how we're making differences and what we're trying to do with our homes and our houses, making them more earth friendly today. Oh, Lauren, you purchased 3 flowers in memory of my mom, and you're going to take them to put them in the flower pots today. That is a beautiful thing to do. And I've heard readers and shamans talk about this too. When you've got something that you need to let go of, or if you want to celebrate someone that's passed, a loved one, that's a great thing to do, to go and plant a flower or a bush or something special like that. Something that can blossom. That's always the best, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll pull a card for us today, and we can do readings if you want or whatever. Oh, okay. We've got Green Tara today. So she's one of my favorites, and she is all about creation, right? The enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. So Green Terra is so much about abundance and creation and creativity. Yes, this is truly a celebration of her life, Lauren. That is so true. And um, she has so much energy around her that they say not to always have a green Terra in your bedroom because not everybody can do it. I have a green Terra in my bedroom, but I'm single. So anyway, she exudes so much feminine energy. So just the epitome of the divine feminine, just beautiful. Oh, yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah, right. Green Sarah on Earth Day. I love it too. Yeah, I got a beautiful painting when I was in Kathmandu with my daughter, and we went to oh, they have temples there that have the eyes on them, a stupa. It's a stupa, but it's a special stupa, and it's the largest one of its kind. And it's like a prayer wheel, and you walk around it. And as you walk around it, you say your prayers, and it's a beautiful temple inside too. But it's a community, and there's artists and monasteries and nunneries, convents, Buddhist convents all around it too. Debbie, it's snowing here today, but as soon as it stops, we are going to add beautiful Gaia colors with our flowers. Oh, that's beautiful, Freebird Spirit. I love that. I'm going to do herbs today. So I bought some herbs seed, herb seed. It's hard to talk some days. And I'm going to plant those out there. And I've heard so many people talking about that, about what a difference that makes, and how a lot of people that live in those blue areas where they live to 120, they can do, a lot of them are always having the herbs and just going out and picking them and putting them in their water, and what a difference that makes. Nunneries, right? Right, Carol? Sometimes I think how beautiful that is to just be taken care of, and but they are selfless, aren't they? So yeah, nunneries, that's a different thing. Yeah, I don't think they let me in or let me stay for long. So yeah, I love garden centers too, Carol. I love them. Yeah, they're beautiful. And so my other favorite thing to go to is hardware stores, garden centers and hardware stores. I can get lost for hours, and thrift stores. Those are those are my jam, man. I'd much rather do that than anything else. Years and years ago, my late husband and I were in California. We went to Beverly Hills. We went to Rodeo Drive, and I was totally a fish out of water. And that's back when I liked designer things, but it wasn't for me. It was a wee bit much, eh? Yeah, hardware's and thrifting. Yeah, and that's my main jam, right? Hardware stores have everything. I mean, things that you never thought of that you wanted, you can find there, for your kitchen or whatever, or just doing little projects around the house. Yeah, it is. Miss Charlotte says hardware stores are the best place to find a man. Oh my God, Miss Charlotte. I got it. Oh, that cracks me up. I love that. Hi, Flowing. How are you, dear? Oh, Miss Charlotte. It's so good to. Oh, and old bookstores, right? So we have a few old bookstores here in our town, and they're amazing. So yeah, I like wandering through them. They smell neat. They feel neat. So Carol says, I have a wonderful garden center very close to me. They thought I was nuts about asking for clover seeds, right? I know. Everybody thought I was nuts when I started planting it too. Carol. It was just like, what are you doing? And I had a friend down the street. She's moved since, but she was always spraying and everything. And then she was trying to save the bees. And we're like, you can't do both. But she, you know, it's hard sometimes when you grow up with that and you think you're doing it right. Hi, LR72. Nice to see you here. Oh, Flowing, I'm so glad you came on, right? Yeah, we're just having some fun. And, if anybody wants a card, we can do some cards. Um, so I pulled Green Tara today for our divine feminine energy. And she is the epitome of the divine feminine and creativity, sensuality. So, and sensuality is all about um, uh, intuition, isn't it? Being able to use all our senses and all our clairs and feeling the energy of the earth and the power of the earth. I love that. Your girlfriend has bees, Carol. Wow, that's amazing. Do you get honey from her? I would love that. Yeah, LR72, how are you feeling, dear? I hope you're okay. And we, when I was little, we used to go to all the garage sales and the Goodwill and the Goodwill bias. The Goodwill bias had they would get clothing in from one of the best designer shops in town. And they would donate there, so that was one of our tricks. Yeah, I saw Sharon last night. She was on somebody's channel. Golly, was she on your channel, Debbie? I think she was on Freebird and Lisa's channel. And so I did see her for a little bit to see how she was. But I asked her, but she was busy. Sharon, she gets on there and she is busy. She is working. Yeah, I thought so, Debbie. Yeah. I caught yours right at the end, but you and Lisa, Spirit Intuitive and Debbie Freebird. So it was really nice. Oh, good. You had a quick recovery, LR72. I'm so glad. So glad to hear that. Yeah, Annie Bear, I was getting worried about her too. So, Miss Charlotte, Sharon always says hi to me 3 times. Aw, isn't that sweet? She is amazing, isn't she? She comes in with that divine feminine spirit and holds space for us, doesn't she? Somebody was on our channel the other day, and I read on them. And hi, Gerald! Yay, we get some divine masculine in. Lurking before starting yard work to celebrate Earth Day. Oh, it's so good to see you, Gerald. Oh, yeah. We are just hanging out. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm always pulling the wrong one. There he is. Okay. Anyway. And somebody was on and we were doing readings, and I pulled the divine feminine card for this man, and it was like she was rocking him and holding him, and he said, "That's my mom." His mom is always with him. But I just stayed with me for days, that feeling of the divine feminine carrying us. So it was such a beautiful feeling. I hope everybody there could feel it, because I feel like she does that, right? She holds space for us. She rocks us. And it's such a beautiful feeling. Oh, Miss Charlotte, you have a rainy Earth Day up here. It's going to be a tax day for you. Yeah, I got her done. Got her done, honey. I'm so glad that's over with. How funny. Oh, Annie Bear. Okay. I'll give you a divine feminine card today. And Annie Bear is going to be on next week. And Annie Bear has, talking about the divine feminine, has some beautiful poetry that she writes, and it reads like a mantra. So it is so lovely. I'm real excited for her to come on and do that. Okay, Annie. Oh, well, this one wants to come out too. Goodness. Oh, honey, Joan of Arc. So here you come in with all your power, my darling, and protection, right? Wearing your armor, the warrior of light. I have a steel-like faith in myself, and the angels armor me with conviction. So, yeah, your strength, your attention. And then Teresa of Avila comes in as well. So you're going to get a lot of beautiful strength here, young lady. Our Lady of Interior Light. I trust the answers I find within me. I know the presence of love is real. So, and look at that beautiful golden heart that she has for forgiving and mercy. So, and the bird. So we always get a lot of winged ones, right, Annie Bear? And I love seeing that bird around her, the winged one. Tyler likes it too, I think. Oh, it is a beautiful card, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Flowing says it's very cold here and cloudy, but it's still part of the beautiful earth. Yeah, right. It's very cold here today too, and cloudy, flowing, and I kind of like it because I know what's in store for us this summer. It's going to be a hot one, but that's okay. You know, it makes us really enjoy it. Also, anybody that's not, I think everybody here is probably subscribed to Annie and Debbie and Gerald, but if you're not, please do. So, can't know warm without cold, right, Miss Charlotte? Amen to that. Yes, Annie Bear, the red-tailed hawk. I have been seeing so many hawks and eagles lately. Oh, Annie wants a card for the earth herself. Okay. And I hear her saying thank you and holding space for us today. Yeah, she loves being recognized, and it's like Mother's Day for her. So really beautiful energy. Joy. We bring her joy. And look at all that divine design there. So, and the light. So going from Mother Earth to Father Sky and from east to west. So knowing all the balance of the directions. Just amazing energy. But also she's coming into her light, right? So her density is changing. As we become more enlightened, so does she. And as the planet changes, the grid and ley lines, as they light up, her divine design changes as well. So we're all mini creators, and she's probably a medium creator, right? So on that evolutionary track, that's how I always look at her. Carol says we are in El Nino year, should be cooler throughout the central U.S. Oh, good deal. Good deal. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I hope so. She wiggles a hip and we get dizzy, right? Yeah. Anybody else do their shaking this morning? Hey, Jeff Bailey, how are you? Hi, Teresa. Hugs to you too, dear. Good to see you here. So sometimes that's a good thing to do, the somatic shaking in the mornings. And I did that this morning. I did a nice quiet meditation and then a little shaking. Oh, okay. Let's see. Miss Charlotte, a card regarding your next steps. I bet it says something on meditation. Okay, let's see here. Well, you can't make that one up. Miss Charlotte, that's you, wellness. So, working with wellness and healing and meditation, obviously, because that's what she's there doing. Look at that beautiful love. So, knowing your love, knowing your light. Um, and that's what it opens up, doesn't it? That universal energy is all about love, love quotient. Um, I need to post this. I've got this article that someone sent me, and it's done by a scientist, and it's understanding the levels of consciousness, but it's not by like a metaphysician or a spiritual advisor or yogi. And it talks about who was in what state, like Gandhi and everybody, and the different levels, and how each one of us, as we move up, or we enlighten ourselves, or we start understanding our true light and working with it, how that changes the whole light of the planet. And that's like, I think Deepak says like 1 in 10,000 or something. That's what we need to change the density of the planet, which is pretty beautiful. Yeah, I love that. So, oh, Miss Charlotte says, I like Aaron Apke for studying different levels of consciousness. Interesting. I'm going to have to look him up. I don't know him. So this is written by David Hawkins, Dr. David Hawkins. So anyway, it was quite interesting. And I liked that it had like where Leonardo was, where Einstein was, and like there's the level of joy, there's the level of bliss, there's the level of consciousness, there's the level of knowing that there is consciousness, witnessing it, and there's the level of just being right here and seeing what's right in front of you and thinking that that's real. So, Aaron Apke, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write him down to look up. One more of these around my house. So I don't know about you guys, but I've got little Post-it notes everywhere. And if you could see my desk above me, there are all sorts of things up there. Oh, Carol, you're going to make banana bread. Yum. That sounds delicious. You're welcome, Miss Charlotte. Let me pull you a little angel card to go with that too. So, discernment. I love discernment, right? So, yeah, trust in yourself with discernment, right? Because you know what you want. And sometimes that's the best way to do it. To wait a minute. What is that called? Starfisher energy, right? The bird that sits in the tree and he waits and he watches, and he sees things as they go by, and he might be a little bit slower. He doesn't dive for everything, but he waits until he sees exactly what he wants. He's discerning, and then he swoops down to get it. Flowing, yes, of course you can have a card, dear. Oh, I love how the divine feminine can swoosh up and down those levels of consciousness at will. Right, Annie Bear? Completely. Yeah. Yeah, Kara. Flowing. Let's give you one. Hi, Hershey. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Well, Tyler's going nuts here. Oh, Teresa. Uh-oh. Got half the deck sitting here, and I'm just sitting here talking, looking at everybody, chatting. So this is for flowing. Yeah, Tyler the dog, right? Oh, and this is what we were just talking about with discernment too, insight. So seeing your light, seeing how you are together with others. Flowing, what are you working on? So I get from this that you're working with your energy, also that It's something with the divine feminine because I'm getting a lot of energy in your root chakra and creativity in your um, uh, sacral chakra. Sorry, I couldn't remember that word for a minute. And you're connecting everything up. So I don't know if you're working with your chakras or your energy work, but they want you to do it if you're not. So there's something going on there. And I know I love your name too, Flowing, because just working with that energy and contentment. So contentment is always so perfect, isn't it? Um, seeing what you have and loving it, also loving yourself, contentment from within. That's what I'm getting from that. Oh, is Tyler making your dogs go crazy too? Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, Teresa, I'm so glad you stopped by. Yeah, it is crazy, isn't it? Right? Yeah, Tyler just goes nuts. Viviani, I would love to give you a card, dear. Pardon me. My co-pilot's in. That's what George always says. When your nose starts running or your eyes start tearing, when spirit comes in and starts talking. Viviani. Showers of sparkles, right? I love showers of sparkles. That's stardust. Ooh. Well, discernment again. I guess this is something for all of us. So this is Frida. She is a Nordic goddess. I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. I love that. So look at her strength, and she is a winged one too. Look at her, Freya, and she's. I know it's not Nordic, but it's a Viking goddess, and look at all her light as she comes in. So looking at what we want, and that's kind of what we're coming to with the next phase of our lives, isn't it? And the next phase of the earth is we're looking at things with more discernment. We're saying yes to that and no to that, and we won't, truck with the politics as they are, or the way that women are treated, or men are treated, or people that think differently. Right? We want to be. Oh yeah. Holy hell no. Miss Charlotte says Abraham Hicks says that too. I love that. That's amazing. Miss Charlotte, how funny. That's great. That's awesome. Hi, Spirit Tribe Talks with Deborah. Good morning. How are you doing? Happy Earth Day. We are all sitting here talking about what we're doing for Earth Day and what we're planting and where we're shopping at the hardware store, the garden center, and how we're going to celebrate it. So I'm going to plant some herbs. Yes, LR72. I'd love to give you a card, dear. Let's see. I am going to pick a Palladian card for you. I just got these a few weeks ago, and I'm really in love with them. These are by, oh golly, what are their names? Corey and Pia. And they are famous authors, and they've written all sorts of books on the divine feminine, or she has, and on the Palladians. And they kind of put everything that they had from all their books into these oracle cards, which are so beautiful. And they're actually the same as the same artist as the Secret Light. So you can kind of see, which is my favorite deck in the world. And so I just kind of am in love with these cards. Okay, LR72. Let's see what we get here. Oh, relationship and conscious choices. I think we're all getting the same thing today, right? Look at your beautiful star as she comes in and how she shines so brightly. And we were just talking about bright things and stardust and sparkles and relationship, conscious choices. Make conscious choices in every moment. So, discernment again. I think discernment sometimes is about what you're going to carry, right, in your heart, what you're going to let go too. Because sometimes we carry shame or guilt. And I'm talking about me here, LR72, not so much you. But sometimes we carry that around of choices that we made in the past. So being discerning about what we're not going to carry anymore with us into our future, and we're going to lighten our load up. So important, and that's something that I'm working on right now a lot. Like things in my past that I might think, oh, I feel guilty or ashamed that I let somebody put me in that situation, or and that was their choice. That wasn't my choice to be in that situation. So being discerning about what we carry forward, but also being discerning about where we're going. So, yeah. Or what we accepted in the past because we didn't know better. Exactly, Miss Charlotte. We didn't have the, I want to say the power, but maybe we didn't. Maybe we were children. Maybe we just didn't have the coping skills to take care of that at that point in time. So being discerning about what we're, taking on our power, like, oh, hell no, or oh, hell yes. So I love that. Man, we are all in like a form here, aren't we? Oh, Debbie, I would love to give you a card, dear. I'd be honored. So, and hypnicity. So nice to see you. It resonates, LR72. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, and I love it when we're all in queue like this, right? It does kind of pulsate, doesn't it? Oh, Miss Charlotte says, I have a tomato that started sprouting on its own. I have 5 seeds coming out of it. Oh, okay. All right. Debbie at Freebird Spirit is here today. So I know everybody here is subscribed to her. I have been a member of Debbie's for, I think, since you started your membership too. So I'm going to give Debbie a big plug here, because if you're not a member, you get so much out of it. We do private membership only time, like 2 hours once a week. And Tyler's into it, isn't he? So 2 hours. And it's just amazing. And we get a lot of readings out of that and helping each other. And it's great. It's like group therapy, Debbie. So thank you. Okay, so this one's for Debbie. Ooh. I get evolution for you, darling. So, and look at that eternity, right? On the top and the heart. And Debbie's got a beautiful new line of clothing, or sweatshirts and t-shirts. And it's all about love. Live with love, no, guiding with love, right? Lead with love. That's it. Lead with love and the changing of the planet. So it says, change your diet to enlighten your frequency to help create a better and more peaceful world. So something about lightening your load again too. And I don't think diet means necessarily what you're eating, but I think we're all in this today, aren't we? But Debbie's been through a lot lately with her physical health, and things are changing, and she had just not a huge, well, I'll let her describe it. Come to her channel and listen, but it did change you, didn't it? So she came. She had to take some time off for her health, and when she came back, I mean, we can feel her light has changed. It's just beautiful. So let's see. And hypnicity, yes, dear. I will give you a card, Madame. Sorry about that. My dog's out there. I think somebody might be here. So I hope he's not bothering you. I think it's probably the roofers came back to do some more stucco work. Okay. Yeah, what we didn't know in the past. Yeah, clearly there's a herd outside my house. Yeah, I love our members group, Debbie. It's so beautiful. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Debbie has hats too. Yeah, she has more to tell us about that. Yeah, you're welcome, dear. And a card for Jeff. Thanks, Annie Bear. I knew somebody had asked for one, so keep asking if you don't, if I don't say anything, because I'm trying to star people, but I'm still kind of new to this StreamYard. So, Jeff. Marguerite Porret. So she's all about love. I mean, look at her enlightenment too, Jeff. That's beautiful. So the mystic of divine love. Love is divine, and I am nothing except love. So feeling your love here today, and feeling that divine mother as she holds you, Jeff. And also with your heart, healing that heart. And again, I'm getting that feeling that we're all getting today is about letting go, breathing in, exhaling, letting go of everything, because we're going to be moving forward into a new time, a new energy. And as we do that, to release anything that you've been carrying, anything that you've been holding on to, and just feeling that love, that light. When we get to that energy of love and that consciousness of pure love, that's where we can manifest anything that we want. So, and you know, what is that most benevolent outcome? So that's all in there. But that's where we're going. That's where the planet's going. That's beautiful. Love that, Jeff. I hope that resonates for you, dear. So, Hypnicity says, when I was a child radio enthusiast, my handle was Mystic. Ooh, Hypnicity. Well, of course it was. I love that. Oh, Mystic. That's beautiful. Yeah. So, I had when I was a child, well, I think I was 12 when I first went to the School of Metaphysics. And, CB radio. You had a CB radio? Wow. CBs were so cool, man. I remember everybody had that big antenna on the back of their car or the top of the car with their CBs walking around talking or driving around talking. That was so much fun. I loved that. Yeah, so I went to, my mom was into metaphysics, and we went to the School of Metaphysics, or I did. She was there for a little bit, but she didn't agree with everything they said. She was real into Edgar Cayce and the Melchizedek principles. So we kind of grew up with all this stuff. But it was fun. And I was at the School of Metaphysics, and that was interesting. So they're still around too. They still have a college and a bunch of schools around. So it was a fun thing to do. And I had this, I had these T-shirts, School of Metaphysics, and my teachers would be like, "Well, do you even know what that means?" And I was like, the study of universal laws and truths. And they're like, "Oh, okay." So. Miss Charlotte says, I'm so envious of kids whose parents are into this stuff. I would have grown up so differently. Yeah. Miss Charlotte, I kind of ran away from it after a while. I was into it for a long time, and then I went and did a bunch of other stuff too, and because I felt like I kind of, didn't have that childhood that everybody else was going through. But in retrospect, I think that was good at the time. Debbie says, loved my CB radio. My call name was Twinkie or Twinkle. Is it Twinkle or Twinkie? I like them both. That's hilarious. Yeah, my daughter was real into it. And then, believe it or not, when she was in India, she kind of broke up with it. Like she's very gifted, very, very gifted. And, but she was like, oh no, I'm not going to do that very, very stuff anymore. And, but she's kind of back into it again now. So she likes it now. Yeah, there's a lot more here now, isn't there? Oh, it is Twinkie. It was Twinkie, Debbie. That's funny. Yeah, there is a lot more that you can see now and learn from. I was just talking to. I'm going to have a woman shaman on, a female shaman next Saturday, BC Barton, and she's amazing. So she's been doing it since the 70s. And she said, really, when she came around, there wasn't much there. Like, there weren't many people that she could talk to or to teach her. There were a few books, but not a lot. So, and she lives in Arkansas, down there around where, I think Dolores Cannon lived in Arkansas, didn't she? Hershey, yes, a card for the weekend, dear, of course. So this will be really interesting. She used to live on Mount Ida, and Mount Ida was Mount Ida has, like, down in Arkansas, has all these crystal mines in it, and crystalline energy everywhere. I mean, it's a huge center down there in Arkansas. Even Deepak is doing some stuff down there now. So his library is going to be there. But Arkansas's got a lot of energy. So LR72, are you in Australia? That's where my daughter is now. Yeah, this is a late night for you. Aw. LR72. All right, Hershey. A card for the weekend. Oh, cultivation. So you can take that many ways, right? We could take that as planting something. And that could be planting anything that you want. That could be planting a thought, planting an intention, but also as the arts. So anything that you have that sets your heart on fire, right? That brings you a lot of joy. That seed, and that seed is the seed also of sacred geometry, right? The seed of life. So cultivating that seed of life and that seed of creativity. And then I don't know if that's going to apply to if you're writing something or dancing or just using energy. So, but planting a seed today. And that's another thing that we can do today, right? We don't have to go out to the garden to plant a seed. We can plant a seed in our hearts for what we want or what we want the world to be. Oh, you're in Melbourne, LR72. That's beautiful. Hershey, I hope that resonated with you. I'm going to get your little angel card here. So, ooh, honesty. So I love honesty. Yeah. And that's not always fun, is it? So honesty about what we want, honesty about what we don't want. Yeah. Very young crystals in Arkansas. Yes, Annie, they are. Oh, Flowing says, I knew from a very young age that there was more to life than what we could see. That's so beautiful, Flowing. That's gorgeous. Love that. Yeah. LR72, my daughter's in the Blue Mountains. So, and I'm hoping to go next month. Oh, sometimes we wake up just when Terry is on. Yeah, you're part of our tribe. Yeah, LR72 comes in and meditates with us. It's beautiful. Yeah, that is, I love it out there, or I'm going to love it out there, I know. So I'm excited to go and visit. I just got the invitation. So I was waiting on it. She wasn't sure how long she was going to stay. She has a year's visa. So Annie Bear says, this morning I hugged my cascara tree and said, I give love and receive love. Right? We forget to receive so often, don't we? Especially as empaths, that we're always giving. We're always giving everybody things, and we're not receiving. And sometimes we're not comfortable with receiving because we're so good at giving. And that's a funny spot of being an empath, right? Taking care of people all the time. Oh, okay, Hershey. Good. I love to hear that. So you've got a couple of ideas floating around. Yeah, good. I'm so glad that that resonates. So I was kind of getting that you were planting a seed. So that's good that that resonates with your soul. You were, the Divine Mother obviously loves it. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah, I am going to enjoy traveling with my daughter. We travel a lot together when we travel, and we travel well together. She's a lot of fun. She likes to dance and music and stuff like that. Yeah, the flight. The flight. Not even going to think about that part. So I kind of lucked out last time I went to London. My brother lives in England. Last time I flew over there, I I think I got business class because I had points, and then I got I think it was Delta or United bumped me over to Virgin, who doesn't have business. So I flew for the first time internationally on first class. And that was a joy. And I was like, oh no, this is only 6 hours. So Annie Bear, I have no idea when I'm flying. We've been trying to talk about it, but I don't know. Oh, Miss Charlotte, you got a couple of invitations for the UK, and you're thinking about it. Yeah, are you going to go over there and do trainings? I love the UK. You know, and my brother, I live in the Midwest, and my brother lives in the Midwest of England, and it's just like going home. So, you know, it's easy. They have nice people, and there's a lot of similarities, but it's clean. You know, there's not a lot of litter, and there's a lot of diversity when you go into the big cities like London. Is just everything there. I mean, it's such a big city, and it's like small towns in the big city. So for me, I'm not from a big city, and it's nice. Yeah, first class international is the best, isn't it? Yeah, that was fun. Hey, Jane. Yay, Jane's here. How are you feeling, Jane? Speaking of traveling, Miss Jane is traveling right now. She's out in California. I think you're in California, aren't you, Jane? So, um, and that's really nice. Yeah. I think everybody here is a subscriber for you, Miss Jane. Jane does amazing tarot readings too. Oh, and the cathedrals, LR72. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The cathedrals are phenomenal. Yeah. I've got, I think right here I've got Southwell. I was at Southwell. I've been there several times, which is not too far from Nottingham where they live. And and it's just filled with beautiful architecture, and they've done all sorts of things with different artists, and they've got mid-century modern all the way back to, I don't know how far back it goes. I think 300 years. Yeah, the castles too, Miss Charlotte, right? My favorite place that we went was Sandringham ever. And that's where the Queen used to go for Christmas. And it was all her, and the people that worked there were the ones that work for her that were helping us and showing us stuff. And they were funny. They were like probably the nicest of a lot of the people that I met, showing off castles. They were more down to earth, and they were the Queen's people. So I really loved that. Spirit Tribe talks with Deborah. Card for the weekend. Oh, are you getting lucky? I get soul mating. So I don't know if this is you're meeting someone or if you're having a lovely time with your partner. But something beautiful is coming in for you. And this could be just with yourself also, feeling your own love. And look at that chakra, how it just glows. I don't know if that's the 14th chakra because that's the golden chakra that comes up there, but feeling your love. Also, is there somebody new coming in, Deborah? Or are you in a committed relationship? I don't know, but you could be meeting somebody new. Let us know if that works for you, and if you're going someplace special or where you're going. And education. So you're going to be learning about something. Very interesting, Deborah. Do tell when do let us know how that works for you. Oh, Bath is fabulous. Carol, I've not been to Bath. I've always wanted to go. And I've not been to the Den of the Cotswolds either. And I watch Doc Martin like crazy. Oh my God, I watch Doc Martin so often. I love him. These people are obsessed with ham, right? Oh, you spent New Year's in Bath? Oh, Carol, how beautiful. Yeah, I'd love to go there. We go mate with your soul. Yeah, Miss Charlotte, I love that. That is beautiful. Okay, that's like the next t-shirt, Debbie. Mate with your soul. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful golden heart. It's like the heart of the divine. Right, Jane? Yeah. Yeah. 35 years married. Oh, Deborah, you're having a date night tonight? Looks like you're going to be very happy tonight, young lady. I love that. 35 years. Good for you. That is amazing. You love the west side of England. Is that where the Lake District is, Carol? That's where we went up there, and that's where that book, The Mists of Avalon, is centered around there, and that was so spiritual, like the land and the water and the hills. And who is the woman that did all she was the artist, and she'd write the books about the bunnies. I can't remember her name. Anyway, she lived there, and you can just see all the nature and all the energy like she had. It was just so beautiful. Wales is west. Oh, okay. I don't think I've been to Wales. Yeah, I think the Lake District's a little bit northwest. But and then I've been to we have family. I've been adopted over there. So by my sister-in-law's family, they're my family. And we go to visit family in the east, in Norfolk. Oh, Carol says, I follow a horse trainer on YouTube, Steve Young. He's in Wales. Oh, right. I bet that's beautiful. I would love that. I love their accents, and I love the scenery there and the greens. Even last time I visited was in January, and I'm in the Midwest, and everything's brown. Everything's brown, and then you get there, and everything's still green. It's cold. It's cold, crazy. I took my long underwear, but it was beautiful. Still beautiful and misty. Yeah. Well, everybody, I hope everybody's having a great weekend. And Deborah, you have a very lovely weekend, a very lovely night with your husband. And I just feel how much he loves you with that soulmating card. So that's so good to know. That's Beatrix Potter, right? Yes, Deborah. Beatrix. Yeah. Yeah. She has, and I don't know if anybody else saw that movie about her. It was not Nicole Kidman, that young lady that said Bridget Jones' Diary. I can't remember her name, but she played her, and she was on target. Man, was she good at it. Yeah, Carol, last time I had to get my passport renewed, I had told the kids, oh, do you have your passports? We're going to Mexico. And mine, I had to get overnighted to me because I hadn't realized that it had less than 6 months. Oh, Jane. Oh, you're in San Diego. So green this year. I'm so glad because, yeah, I've been out there before when they haven't had a lot, but they had a lot of rain, didn't they? California had so much rain, so much going on. Yeah, Annie Bear, one of your favorite movies. Yeah. The Tale of Peter Rabbit. That was so good. Renee Zellweger. Thank you. Right? That is amazing. Yeah. Annie Bear's a poet, a poetress. I think that's right. Lots of pretty flowers. Yeah. One of my favorite places we went to out there, right by there, was they call it a house, but it's like a castle, and had really famous. I'll put some pictures. I'll post some pictures on my channel, but like they had topiaries of tall hats and things like that, but then they had little dark covey things with all these vines growing above them and a big thing of light coming through. Yeah. And Cold Mountain. I don't think I saw Cold Mountain. Nell is a freaking awesome movie, right? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Cold Mountain. Is that the one where she plays? She was like recording people in the hills, their music. So I'm going out with some friends tonight, 2 girlfriends, and one of them is an avid fiddler. She retired and she started fiddling. She's an artist. And anyway, so we're going to see some bluegrass tonight. Yeah. I will. I'll post them today. There's some of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. And that pretty man, Nicole Kidman. Oh, that was Nicole Kidman. Yeah. Yeah. I like the dulcimer too. Yeah, my girlfriend plays the fiddle. And my son's musical and my daughter's musical. They're trying to put an album out right now. But she plays the guitar and sings. I am a dancer. So that's what I always say. I'm the dancer. Yeah, the dulcimer is beautiful. It's so nice. I like all music though. I even like rap and hip hop and metal. I like that beat, that primal beat. Jane, I have seen your moves. You are a dancer. Jane has real moves. Every once in a while, you'll catch her on her show and she'll dance around. Yeah, she's a good dancer. Right, Deborah? I love to dance. So that really, like, I think the other day I got up and I think Dave Matthews or something was on my phone. And I don't know how he got on my phone, but I just started dancing. That was my meditation that morning, dancing. That is another form of meditation for sure. Yeah, Tyler must be getting thirsty by now, right? I think it's probably they had to redo some stucco on my house when they did the roof, so the gentleman had to come back and finish. I know, Jane. Jane, okay. Jane has this beautiful picture of her and a handsome man on her email, on her Google thing. And I saw that and I said, "Oh, is that your husband?" She said, "No, that's Dave Matthews." So, oh, Jane, you've got a Dave Matthews tattoos. I love that. Hi, Jackie. How are you? Happy Earth Day, dear. We're just doing cards and talking, chatting away. Um, I love Dave Matthews. I don't think I've ever seen him in concert though. I don't think I ever have. Is anybody else old enough to not remember all your concerts? Especially the ones so like back in the 70s and the 80s. I don't remember a lot from there. So aw, yeah, yeah. Oh, there he is. Changed it. Okay, that's him right there. I don't think I can enlarge that, Jane, but that's him. Yeah. So, oh, that made him bigger, right? Yeah, I thought, who is that handsome man? You need to keep that. That's a good one. I love that. Dave Matthews. Charlotte, your first concert was Billy Idol? Wow. He still looks good, doesn't he? Yeah, Billy Idol still looks good. Right flowing? Yeah, the 70s and 80s, those concerts were so much fun and they were cheap. I mean, they weren't expensive. I feel bad for the kids now because going out to see live music or their favorite bands, that's $100 a head. So expensive. Deborah, Casey and the Sunshine Band, and then Tina Turner. Get out. Oh my God. Lucky. I love Casey and the Sunshine Band. They're one of my favorites. And Tina. We've got, who just started a tour is Janet Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you please. And she was, she's coming and she's coming with somebody big too. I can't remember who, but I went to see her last time she was in town. And oh, I stood throughout the whole thing, danced and danced and dancing. Oh, yeah, Jane, he does still look good, doesn't he? Debbie, don't remember the 70s or the first part of the 80s, LOL. Right? Right? Those were the days, man. Yeah, I'm telling you. Oh, Deborah, you saw him at Six Flags. I love it. I love it. Miss Charlene says, oh, let's see. There we go. Best concert was Go On. He leads for Styx now, but he has his own songs. We had 3 encores in the rain. Poor guy, he just wanted to go home. Oh, Miss Charlotte, that's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm sure he was loving it. I'm sure he was really loving it. So, we get a lot of live music in my town. And, oh, you saw Dr. Hook? Oh, man. Is it Dr. Hook and the Medicine Tour or Dr. Hook and the Medicine Man? I can't remember. Yeah, I've never seen Tina. Oh, Kenny Rogers. Freebird Spirit. Wow. Nice. Flowing, your first band was Queen? Oh, I never got to see Queen either, but we had all their CDs. Um, Bohemian Rhapsody. My son was just in love with that CD when he was like, 8. He used to play it all the time. It's funny. Oh, Karen says, first time you saw that pic, you thought it was her hubby. Then I looked real good and realized it was Dave Matthews. Really cool. Yeah. Yeah. My first concert was Finnegan and Wood, and they're not really well known. I think Mike Finnegan now plays keyboards for Bonnie Raitt, but he was just some of those really talented musicians that never made it big. But he's a working musician, and that's saying something. Carol, your first concert was Grand Funk Railroad. Oh my gosh. I loved them. You know who I really loved? You guys probably don't remember them. Bachman Turner Overdrive. Because they had that primal beat to them. But I remember going to their concerts, and then my ears would ring for 3 days because I'd sit up right up front. We had this place in town where you could go, and it used to be a roller rink, and you could go up real close to the, if you were on the ground floor, you just sat on the floor, literally. It was just a wooden rink. And then they had an upstairs too. I think the upstairs might have had something, but we didn't. Sorry. Looking for my Kleenex, my hanky. My nose starts running when I'm in spirit, but also when I'm having fun. Oh, LR72, you went to see Prince in Glasgow. Oh, and you were pregnant with your first child. Oh, man. Does your first child love music? Fat bottom girls, right? So Prince was one of my favorites, too. Little Red Corvette, man, that LP. Yeah, still dancing to Prince all the time. The daughter is 30. How funny. Oh, wow. LR72. I bet she loves music. Yeah, I didn't get to see Prince either. Yeah, you're well traveled, LR72. Most Aussies are. When you travel around the world, you always see a lot of Aussies. I think you guys, it's funny. I always see a lot of Aussies whenever we go to Asia or wherever. And I'd always be like, oh, is that an American? No, from Australia. So it's always funny. Yeah. Purple Rain. Yeah. Purple Rain is amazing. He was so in touch with his feminine side, wasn't he? Yeah. He was such a creative genius. And they talk about that when you're in that genius creativity level of consciousness in that paper that I wrote down. It talks about musicians too and how they're in that upper level of consciousness and pulling everything in. Kevin Lewis is here too. Hey, Kevin, how are you, dear? Good to see you. Happy Earth Day. Annie Bear loved AC/DC too. So, Kevin, what was your first concert, dear? We're talking about it. Musicians and concerts that we've gone to. Yeah. And LR72 says, yes, we Aussies love to see the world. Oh. The flights are brutal. Yeah. I bet. Yeah. My daughter is in love with her partner is from Australia. Lovely family. And just amazing. And anyway, but they met in India or Nepal. So, but really nice family. Jane, you have seen Dave Matthews over 100 times. Oh my gosh. Good on you, girl. You must really love him. Oh, Jordan Cockburn's here too today. Hi, Jordan. Good to see you. So, anybody here that's not subscribed, we've got a lot of readers here today. Jane the Seeker, Debbie Freebird Spirit, Jordan Cockburn, and Kevin Lewis. So, and Annie Bear and Hershey and Deborah. So there are just so many readers. That's great. Awesome. Well, if anybody wants a card too, let me know. Thank you, Jordan. So you have a whole group of friends that you go with, Jane? Yeah, I've got a group of friends that we used to go to concerts together, and we still do some stuff together. But it's a big group, and some of them we've known each other since we were in grade school. And they're called the hippie biatches. That's what we call ourselves. So they're fun. They are a lot of fun. Bryan Adams is fun in concert. I bet. Karen, your first concert was the Eagles. Hi, Karen. How are you? Good to see you here, dear. Oh, thanks, Jordan. Good to see you too. Thank you. Yeah, I love the Eagles. We saw him, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago when they came through. And who's that lead singer? And he passed away, sadly. But yeah, man, the Eagles are phenomenal. So one of my favorite, I was thinking about this the other day, my favorite people I've ever seen, one would be Blondie, for sure. I've seen her twice, and I love her. Last time I saw her, she was playing at this concert venue that's actually like a philharmonic venue. And I got box seats and took the kids and splurged. And I stood up and I danced through the whole thing. And then, boom, my son will never go to another concert with me. But and the Eurythmics. So I love that lead singer, Annie Lennox. Oh my God. And both of those women, Deborah Harry and Annie Lennox, can dance. Talk about dancing. Oh man. Yeah, they really get me going. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, right? Flowing. Yeah, they're really good. I got to see them several times, and Neil Young was with them then. And then I saw Neil Young come through. I've seen him a few times, and he was really good. And then his band is Sammy Hagar's son plays in his band, and another famous son, another band leader, plays in his backup band, and they have their band, and they've come through, and I've seen them, and they're really talented young men. Walking on Broken Glass, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. It's an amazing song. Yeah, so Neil Young, when he would come in, and I was such a drama diva for music, but he had a song that was "The Needle's Over and the Damage Done," and it's about a heroin addict, and it was so sad, and I just fell in love with it. I would play it over and over again. And I think I was 12 years old. My mom was just shaking her head like, "Oh, please," but I just loved that song. I still love it. Annie Bear, yeah. B.B. King came to town. I used to go see him. He was really good. There was a lot of great music then. My sister dated somebody that owned part of a production company, so I got to see a lot of groups for free or whatever. I was a hanger on, and I'm never bashful about being a hanger on. I'm always ready. Yeah, Neil Young in concert. He's amazing, isn't he? Well, Karen, I'm glad you're back. I'm so glad you're back. Oh, okay. LR72, you like Chet Baker's. Cover of No Dignity. No Diggity. Oh, I don't know who that is. Is he Aussie or is he new? Because I don't know a lot of new people. Some people I know. Lizzo, I love. I love Lizzo. Play her all the time. Hi, Maruta. How are you, dear? No, we're just sitting here chatting. We're just chatting, having fun, being silly, pulling cards if anybody wants a card, but mostly we're chatting, talking about music. Yeah, we were so lucky to live through those times and the music that we saw, music that we heard. Oh, a card from Maruta. And I know what Maruta wants. Maruta likes these divine feminine cards. So good to see you, Maruta. Hugs. Aw, Maruta. Let's see what we've got here for you. The Divine Mother. Of course we did pull this for you, Saruta. So I think, did we pull this for you last week too? I know we pulled it. Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me, the presence of love and the absence of judgment. So, and we've been talking a lot about that, about judging ourselves and how we hold shame and guilt and discernment about what belongs to us and what belongs in the trash bin or to others, that was not our choice. So this is just so beautiful. And this is kind of the group message that we're getting today for all of us. It's just beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I'll pull you a little angel card here too, dear. Lights. Let your light shine, my friend, and I know you do. You're really good at that. So Maruta is very talented, very, very intuitive. I love that for you. And that just reminds me of that card that we pulled the other day. I think that maybe that's when we pulled this, the Divine Mother card for somebody, and we could just feel the Divine Mother rocking him. And that's just the most beautiful thing for all of us to feel, right? To give ourselves that hug, that beautiful hug. And then let's see, Jane, Jackie. Okay, I'm going to star that. I'm learning how to star things. Oh, honey, things have been a bit rough with your mom. She turns 89 next month. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Annie Bear. Have a great day with your husband. Oh, love you. Love, love, love. This is okay. This is something I'm learning in my group. This is what we do when somebody does something or we talk to them. It's love, 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 love. Like you're giving that love. So I'm doing it all the time now. I just love that. Oh, Hershey, you had the Divine Mother. Yeah. Okay, that was it. Yeah. Yeah, hugs for your mom, honey. Oh. Spirit Tribe Deborah knows about Chet Balkers. Huh. Okay. Jane, let's do something for your mom. Variance. So it's a lot about discernment too, isn't it? And energy. So, and even this individual sitting here kind of looks a little frail, doesn't she or he, to me right now, and all the energy around them. But knowing that she still is discerning and has that energy within her, also recognizing her inner light. She might be feeling very frail right now and very fragile, but I know you can see her light because I know who you are, dear, and seeing those wings take flight. So I feel like she might be living half in and half out. And you don't have to say anything about that here, but knowing that she has this beautiful side to her that she's feeling right now. So feel good about that. Um, don't be too down in the dumps about it, because when you're half in and half out, that's a beautiful place to be. And I know you know that because um, we, in the spiritual world, a lot of times are half in and half out, aren't we? We see beyond the veil and we see that beauty. So sometimes if you haven't lived that life, you see it at the end of, or towards the end of your life, right? When you're a senior and you're frail. And so there is still that beauty there. And I feel like she does have a lot of loved ones around her that are not in their physical forms right now. So that's a beautiful thing. And light, I think we've pulled this a few times today, haven't we? Light. So yeah, she has a lot of light around her. She has a lot of angels with her right now, and I'm sure you brought your angels too. So that's beautiful. Jackie gets a card too. So, and there's a lot of readers here. So if anybody else wants to pull a card for everybody, go ahead. Jackie. Jackie, enlightenment. So, Jackie, are you working with ley lines right now? So, seeing that grid outside the planet and seeing how she explodes with light, right? Of course she does. It's Earth Day, isn't it? Seeing those ley lines as they pull out, and then all the enlightenment coming within. But it goes beyond, doesn't it? It goes beyond out into the universe. So either, I don't know if you're doing some meditations this week or getting a new download, but I feel like you probably are, Jackie. And so just be aware of it. Be gentle with yourself. Drink a lot of water, some good food. But most of all, be kind to yourself. Give yourself a reward for this. And so often we don't give ourselves rewards, right? Because we had a bad flight. So give yourself a reward, whatever that is. If that's going to the hardware store or the grocery or not the grocery, but the garden center or something. Give yourself some sort of a reward. So it's a lot of work that we're going through right now for the planet and for everybody here, and mostly for ourselves, right? So, okay. And hypnicity. Are you still here, hypnicity? So sorry, I think I may have missed that earlier. There we go. Oh. Yeah, hugs for you, Jane, and your mom. Your mom. Karen saw Bob Seger. Oh my God. I never got to see him. I would have loved to have. Yeah, I never got to see the Beatles or Wings or anybody either. My sister got to see Wings, and because she was with her partner at the time, Danny, she got to meet him. I think she was, one of those people that didn't say anything when she met him. So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we did Jackie. Is there anybody else? Okay. Hi, Gigi. How are you, beautiful? I know you live in the half-half, honey. Jane the Seeker. How many of us here live in the half-half, right? So, and that's a beautiful place to be in. But sometimes I know for me, just speaking for me, it's sometimes so much easier not to be in the physical, isn't it? So much easier to deal with spirit than it is to deal sometimes with people in the physical world that are in bodies. So that's something I'm working on. I'm trying to get out there more and interact more with people in the physical form. So, yeah. Not always my easiest thing to do. Anyway, if I've missed anybody, please let me know. Jane, you saw George Harrison. Oh my gosh. Yeah, flowing. Me too. Sometimes I do want to stay there. I just want to be, in spirit, and it feels so good and it's so enlightened. And I know that we came to this planet to do something, and we have contracts, or we have the honor of having a contract on this planet and learning and helping. So it's an honorable thing to do, and it's really good. Oh, Karen, did I get you, honey? I don't know. Let me know, Karen, if I didn't, and I'll get you now. I think I got Karen. Karen, you got to meet Paul McCartney and Linda? Oh, working at a spa, and you gave his daughter, Stella, a massage. Stella is like a huge designer, too. Woo, woo, woo. That's amazing. Right, Jane? It is pain-free. Yeah, it's beautiful. I had a boyfriend that worked for, I think it was MCA Records. I don't even think they're still around. And he used to get me into a lot of concerts too, back in the day. Oh, okay, Karen. Thank you. Thank you for saying something. And I'm sorry if I didn't see it. Sometimes if I'm reading, I just don't see things. And sometimes even if I'm not reading, I don't see things. It goes around a lot. Miss Karen Johnson. Healing. Oh, Karen, I love that. So accept that beautiful energy from the divine into yourself today. Sometimes we don't do that, do we? So it's Earth Day, and she holds us, right? But also Father Sky holds us. So accepting that energy and being able to accept the enlightenment, not just the enlightenment, but the love. And that's what I'm getting, loving energy coming in. So that's beautiful, Karen. Okay. I went down to the bottom and still pulled light. So I'm going to pull another one too, but I'm going to take that because that is your light. So the healing light. Karen, I don't know if you're going to start working with healing or not. And discernment again. Whoa. Okay. I don't know how we keep pulling the same cards because I keep shuffling. But light and discernment. So being who you are, what do you want to carry with you into this new light, and healing, accepting that energy, accepting the energy of the inner universe. Sometimes as empaths, we give a lot, but we don't receive a lot. So it's just like inhaling oxygen all the way. We take it in, but then letting go. Letting everything go. If you can do 3 of those breaths, just pushing everything out, pushing out all that CO2 and letting it go. That's one of the best things you can do. So, so healing. Yeah, Stella was 16 at the time, Karen. Wow, amazing. Yeah, and something that's not read yet. Let me see. Okay. Flowing. You saw the Kinks. I saw. I can't remember their lead singer's name, but I saw him with my son, and my son is quite a musical aficionado, and he said it was the best concert he'd ever seen in his life. Oh, always been a healer, Karen, massage and chiropractor. Oh, Karen, wow. I did not know that about you. I'm going to put that in my brain and try to keep it. No, I did not do a meditation during this life. Um, no, I did not. Um, we were going to have John was going to be on today, John Benny, and he is busy. He had some plumbing issues going on, so I thought, well, I'm dressed. I'm going to do some cards, have some fun. So, and a card for Sandy also. Thanks. Thanks, Maruta. So kind. So we're pulling a lot of divine cards today. Oh, Karen is power. Everyone here has their super talents, right? So Karen, yeah, that's it. That's amazing because that was a beautiful card for you. Wow, Karen. I just got a big rush when Jane said Karen is power. Yeah, everybody here is very talented, aren't they? So, Sandy. Oh, we get Rabia, the queen of saintly woman. So, I am in service to divine love. I move the way love asks me to move. So, look at her staff. So, not only is she the divine feminine that she embodies, but she also embodies with that staff the power of the divine masculine. So, she has that balance and that enlightenment. And she comes in with all this strength, this mama bear strength. So, she's coming in like boss lady, right? So, Sandy, that's what I'm getting for you today, coming in with that boss lady. Yeah, it is so beautiful, isn't it? And I love it. I love a powerful woman, right? I mean, I love that energy coming in like that, knowing your power, knowing your strength, and but not bulldozing somebody down with it, right? Knowing it and standing firm. So we did this meditation the other day, Sandy, and it was about we were all in this vortex, but we had winds coming up. But we were able to sustain these winds, these heavy winds, because we were standing in our power and we were standing as a tribe. And I think that's a beautiful thing too. Um, Being able to stand the wind, stand the energy flow, and uh, uh, because we know our power and we can stand tall. Also connecting, right? Mother Earth and Father Sky, getting all connected. So I'm definitely getting that for you, Sandy. And let's see what we get. Ooh, honesty. So, yeah, when we have that strength, we have that honesty, don't we? Boundaries, Sandy. Amen to boundaries, right? Yeah, we let in what we want to let in, discernment. So, and honesty, being honest with ourselves and with others, but um, knowing honesty too, discerning it. So beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. And so I don't know if anybody else is doing anything fun today. Oh, Jane says powerful. Sorry, can't type. Fingers are still in the Midwest, right, Jane? Yeah, have you gotten used to the time change out there? So anybody else have a problem with that when you're traveling and you get that, what is that energy of the earth called? That circadian rhythm of the earth. So feeling that circadian rhythm and how it moves around. And then when you hop on a plane and you hop off in somewhere else, that makes you wobbly, right? It makes you a little dizzy. You have to go out and ground. But if you're an intuitive like Jane is, very sensitive, or which everybody here is very sensitive, then you get back on that ground and you are a little wobbly. So it takes a little while. Oh, Deborah, you are mowing the grass today. Yeah, I've got, I'm going to plant some herbs today. I'm going to go get some mulch, and I'm getting I don't know if anybody's noticed lately, but this over here, well, I can't do it with this. There we go, right there. That shade has been like that, and that new shade has been on order. So I ordered 2 new shades, and they finally came in yesterday. So I'm going to the Home Depot. I'm gonna go pick up my shades. Oh, 1 acre, Deborah? Oh my word. Good for you. Are you doing that with a push mower or do you have a riding mower? Oh, Jane, you're going to go down to the beach and ground and release. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Lucky. So lucky. I love that. Yeah. Trying to keep Kirby from eating aluminum cans. Okay, Karen. I love that. Oh, yeah. Well, everybody, I hope everybody has a great day. This has been so much fun. Thank you all for being here. And I know everybody's going to have a great day, Earth Day. And I feel that energy of the Divine Mother holding us and cradling us and taking care of us. So beautiful. Oh, yeah, I want to go with Jane too. Oh, he's eating his harnesses and toys. Used to find blue and orange poop. Karen, hello. Yeah, I had a dog that did that. He would eat everything. So, yeah, thank you all for being here. Oh, lovely time with you too, my friend. So, I was thinking about you today. Yeah, the ocean and a cat purring, right? Those are my 2 favorite things. Maruta, have a beautiful day, gorgeous. So next week I'll be back on the weekends with I've got 2 different shamans that are coming in. BC Barton, she's a woman shaman, and George is coming in. He's a man shaman. So we get 2 different viewpoints there. It'd be really interesting. So, and then I think Jane and I will have our show on too next week. We'll see how she's feeling. She's there to be with her mom. Oh, Jackie, I'm so glad that you came in, dear. Deborah, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really nice. So, oh, LR72, dear, you have a lovely night or lovely morning as it is right now, probably there, right? So, yeah. All right. So, well, Jane, just like you told me, just be present, just be where you are. And if you have a wild hair at the last minute, I'm here. So, everybody, namaste, big hugs, just like that Divine Mother holding us. We hold ourselves. So, have a great one. Bye bye.